It's a complicated idea, especially when you first start to consider it. We all can and do find problems in new things, especially when listening to the blaring voice of social media these days. No doubt there are huge issues to surmount. We're aware of that going in. We knew that. We believe we can get past those because the excitement of what this can bring is powerful. The impact this can bring is powerful. It is change. I totally get that. Almost anyone who hears it scratches their head at first. It's an idea that takes some time to set in. We're asking for open minds. It would be an amazing thing to be a part of. We want to do this because we are champions of Tampa Bay. We believe in Tampa Bay. We live in Tampa Bay. We desperately want there to be a baseball team here in Tampa Bay. Baseball is a beacon and a community pillar, a pillar that also brings with it dynamic economic activity and vitality. This is an exploration. We are asking for people to keep an open mind and join us on this exploration. We're asking for a discussion. When you close your minds off to discussion, you close your minds off to opportunity as well. There are many, many details for us to work through and many more that we will learn through this exploration. Let's keep an open mind. We are excited about this. We want to do this. We certainly don't have all the answers today. We have an incredibly exciting idea and most importantly, the will to see this idea through. Today begins a conversation, the exploration, and collaboration. I believe that we can give this full and fair consideration. I believe strongly in the sister city concept, and together we can make it a reality. Thank you. Questions, comments, criticism?
And that's where I come into play. So you just heard Sternberg in his press conference for the Rays about the two-city concept of putting some of the games in Montreal. He did it at the Salvador Dali Museum in St. Pete, Florida, which is not too far away from the Trop. I'm going to give you my take on this since I've been following this very closely. I'm going to tell you the reason why he's actually doing this. And this is just my logic speaking. And you're open to do conversation with this. Okay? The reason why he's doing this is because he has 7 more years. I repeat, 7 more years of the lease from the Trop, from the city of St. Petersburg. So I don't think he wants to do bad attendance for another 7 years. That's not going to happen. 7 years is a long time. 7 years is a very long time. I'm 33 years old right now. 33 add 7. Okay? 33 add 7. I'll be 42. Okay? I'll be 42 years old. 7 more years, my daughter will be in college. 7 more years, my latest daughter, which she'll be due in December, yay, I'm very excited. Very excited to be a daddy once again. She's going to be 7 years old. Okay, she'll be in grade school. Think about that for a second, okay? What he's trying to do is he's trying to pretty much manipulate that lease in the best way, shape, or form, okay? So he can make money for the Rays, for his business, for his team. That's all he's trying to do. And the Bronfman family, what's that project called? Montreal Baseball Project. They're gonna get a minority share of this team. So he'll get some money out of this, but he has to play the system. He has to play the lease. That's all he's trying to do. So if they build this ballpark in whatever neighborhood in Montreal, open air stadium, like he's saying, and this is not a ploy, what Ronnie said is not a ploy for relocation because he doesn't want to do that. I kind of believe him because they're stuck on a lease. They cannot break that lease unless they have a huge buyout, which he doesn't want to do. He doesn't want to pay out that buyout. It's probably a lot of money to do that buyout of that lease. Okay? And pretty much the city of St. Petersburg says, no, you're committed to that lease. Now, if you want to break out of that lease, we'll be more than happy to give you to do a payout for the 7 years. And I don't know how much money that is. It's probably a lot more than the team is worth. Okay? That's what I'm thinking. So, but I don't know the numbers. Maybe Noah Pransky will figure out that number. I don't know. But that's what I'm thinking it's the case, is that they're trying to accommodate that lease. So they're trying to accommodate it. They'll still commit to the lease, but instead of committing it for 81 games, they're going to commit to 40 or 41 games, however they want to do it. Because that's splitting it in half, 40 or 41. So, I don't know. So they'll have to build the ballpark. So if they approve this, they have to build a brand new ballpark in Montreal. So let's say they approve this idea and they break ground, let's say by the end of this year or next year. Okay? Hypothetically speaking. So let's say they get everything all sanded out of getting a new ballpark for Montreal. And let's say they break ground next year. How long does it take to build a ballpark? 3 years. Okay? So 3 years. So 2020, 2021, 2022. You're going to 2023. The 2023 season, they have that new ballpark. And then they do the split seasons and all that, because they'll have 4. And you're going to do this for like what? 4 more years. Okay? 4 more years. And then after that, what happens? Team's going to relocate anyway. I'm sorry to say it. The Rays are going to be gone by then. By 2027. That's a fact. There's no way that they're going to do any type of agreement with the city of Tampa or the city of St. Petersburg to build a brand new ballpark. There's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I think a lot of Rays fans know this, so take it for what it's worth. But here's one thing I want to say to you, Stu. You need, and I said this completely amount of times. I know that I tagged the Rays baseball handle a lot through Twitter, through Facebook, through Instagram. But I'm going to say this to you, and I hope you're listening to me, Stu. I was a Tampa Bay resident for a period of 14 years, from 2000 to 2014, okay? I grew up as a Yankee fan, okay? Actually, I grew up at both a Yankee and a Met fan, and I had my preferences here and there, and I just wound up being a Yankee fan. But I grew to love the underdog team, and this is truly an underdog team. Not even the Mets are an underdog team. I'm sorry to say. They're just as big a giant as the New York Yankees, financial-wise. But the Rays are an underdog team, a big-time underdog team, and you want to root for the underdog. And when they went to the World Series that year, it was a magical season for them, granted. And they have a great team. They do have a great team. They're neck and neck in first place right now. So I don't know what to tell you. I'm like, you want this idea in order to accommodate the lease, and then by 2027 you can finally relocate to Montreal because they'll have a brand new stadium. It'll only be 4 years old or some sort, and that's the end of it. It's going to be a hard process, but it's a way in order to accommodate the St. Pete lease. That's all I'm saying. But here's what I want to say to you, Stu. You need to expand your marketing. Here's one thing that bothers the hell out of me right then and there. I had a conversation with the John's Pass lids. And one of the things that we talked about, because there was a picture I'm going to post with you about a hat that I really love. It's an all white hat, has the Rays on it. On the side patch is the World Series 2008 logo, which I have a picture of right there. And it was just a joke about saying that was That was the time when people wanted to go to the Trop, pretty much. And here's the thing. And I replied that I really wanted the hat, but I wish they would expand their marketing. Stu, I'm talking to you. You need to expand your marketing within not only within the state of Florida, but in the Southeast. I'm like, I know it's Braves country, but, you could, I'm like, we do have fans here and there that are Rays fans like myself, but anyway. Basically, what he or she said, unfortunately, we're one of those markets that doesn't translate that well outside of it. So pretty much, it only does well within the area, but outside of it doesn't, which I understand. Now, how the Braves market is fantastic, okay? They are excellent with marketing in all the region. So the Braves has their market Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Alabama, Tennessee. Okay? They expand within that area. And they actually did a parade when they closed down Turner Field about the fans in each of those states, which was awesome. I think they went as far as Mississippi. I don't remember. But their marketing was excellent. They actually toured certain areas, including Greenville, to expand how they are. And I wish the Rays would do the same thing. Now they're trying to do it with Montreal now. But you really need to find a way in order to expand your marketing, because the Marlins are doing the exact same thing. Even though they have a brand new stadium, no one gives a shit about the Marlins. And they're a terrible team. But even when they're remotely good, no one really cares about it. No one goes to the stadium. And it's a brand new ballpark. So, I understand why he's doing it, but you guys got to seriously market yourselves better. Or expand your marketing, because we do have big fan bases. And you just have to show yourself how to believe in yourself as that big fan base, including myself, because it's real hard to get a Rays hat, a Rays jersey, Rays t-shirt without going to eBay, going to Poshmark, going to McCarty, so it sucks. It really does suck. But anyway, that's my spiel. I know this is a long video, so I will catch you on the flip side.